Dust2, the pick of big, of course, and we'll see how this round goes down. It's going to be ropz in towards lower with the dual Berettas. An exciting prospect here, Chad. Will he be able to find more than one frag? That is the question.
Oh, it doesn't look like they're going to flash for him. Just going to walk around the corner here. Julie start to unload. ropz with the opening kill. Traded out for FaZe now, and Rain tries to respond, but has been smoked off. In the meantime, Brokey towards long will stem the bleed.
So we still have a smoke, a flashbang, and now the recovered Berettas in the hands of FaZe. They'll go towards middle, and Karrigan will spot them here. So let's hold up towards middle. Karrigan and Twistzz patrolling the B bomb sites, and there's still plenty of time here, but the man advantage lies with FaZe.
Yeah, likely saw the bomb there on that spot, Karrigan. So bunker down towards the B bomb site. Twistzz towards the back, the USP in hand. This CT side of Dust2 been a bit elusive for FaZe throughout the event. Let's see if they can course correct here in the most important game.
So are we going to be smoking the double doors or in front of the tunnels here, Chad? What do you reckon?
I think the doors and a couple of flashes here would be the most likely avenue of assault. There's the smoke. Flashes to follow here. How many is Twistzz going to be able to get? There's one, just taps away at the head. That goosh is going to sting, but Karrigan now can come in and, well, get involved in the mix. Twistzz will continue to poke those heads down. It's going to be a great start here, 1-0 for FaZe.
It looked like that dink rattled him to his core there, but he manages to maintain his balance and get 3 kills in total. Quite a clean round from FaZe in the end.
And we know Big like to take these quite cleanly. You know,
yes.
It'd be interesting if we see a force buy without the plant here on the T side. Just been having a bit of a look at some of the stats for FaZe so far in this event. And in some of the stats, like opening kills, they're towards the bottom of the group. You also look at their trade percentage towards the bottom of the group. And then utility damage and flash assists are also not great. So these are all the basics, which I'm sure they're going to be hoping to get flowing here this evening. And one of the ways to get that is just to communicate, right? Just to get the comms going and flashing for you, make sure that you're dictating a little bit of the pace. Because last night, G2 were dictating everything.
They absolutely were. They looked stunning on Dust2 as well. FaZe taking a 16-7 pummeling there. But to be fair, Big have also lost a big map towards FTW, was it, on Dust2?
Yeah, well, here we just have some, I want to say, a bit of heads-up play. They've taken the aggression. They've gone and hunted down these Glocks. They're initiating the attack here, and that's good. That's on an anti-eco round.
I think they looked a little rigid yesterday. We weren't seeing much of this flare, so that's a good start. It's encouraging for sure from FaZe Clan. They go up 2-0, but it was against the full eco. There was barely anything there. There's a few Glocks, and we'll see the AKs, 47s out in full force here, and Citizen, of course, on the Scout. But he is pretty deadly with the weapon. Hopefully he can step up here and find a tag, potentially. But towards lower B we go. It's a very meta move. We'll see ropz just showing presence, actually falling back from lower. As they push up towards short again, this is very assertive play, Chad.
Yeah, still dictating the pace here. They just want to keep taking these fights. Rain, he's not going to stop for anything now. Peering out, dink exchange. Brokey goes down as well, so Big handling this one. Karrigan will get a kill towards long, but that's 2 scouts early.
Did Karrigan dink Keto as well? Either way, there's a lot of damage put out there. It's a 4 versus 3, but still, FaZe well in this round. They'll have ropz alone towards B. He only has the FAMAS and a flashbang, so it doesn't really have anything to fend them off with. I think they have to be a little bit more reactive once again. It's going to be Karrigan pushing towards short here. Flashed in. Doesn't see anything, but there are players all around him towards short. So the probe towards this area didn't really get him much information. If anything, false info.
Well, Karrigan's going to have to stop them if they continue to gallivant up short. They have so much utility for an A execute. They can do the bridge smoke, the one-way, mollies towards the site, flashes as well. So
he has nothing.
Yeah, it's going to be a very difficult task. Now, if Big doubt themselves, if they drop back and go for a mid to B, Twistzz and ropz combined could try and lock this out, but they're just going to contact forward, and Karrigan stands tall. It's a 1-for-1. Twistzz will get a kill in the meantime, and now we have a winnable 2-on-2 with Keto low.
We absolutely do. Twistzz and ropz will both rotate through the double doors here towards middle. Bomb being planted in the default spots, and there we go. Keto patrols the steps. Presumably going to be baited in here by Citizen. That's a lovely Molotov. As we mentioned, the CTs with no utility whatsoever. They will split the attack here towards long. Twistzz will be sent in, and this flashbang actually catches ropz completely. Not the cleanest kill, but it'll absolutely do. Keto down to 10 points of health, but did very well to get a frag there. Might not be possible for Twistzz here. Time is of the essence, and with about 15 seconds remaining, just trying to see if any exit frags are available. But we'll see what he wants to do with this.
Yeah, I think he's cooked right now. No way to get into this one. Didn't expect both players to be towards short, and that'll be the round. So Big bounce back immediately here when the buy comes through. You can see that flash there from ropz is going to give away the indication of likely where Twistzz was retaking from, so Big get that early piece of information. But there's still enough cash to go around here. I'm sure FaZe will be able to strap together a buy.
But it has to be said, FaZe Clan did manage to make a round of that after losing the first 2 picks as well. That push towards top and middle, sure, it was bold, it was aggressive, didn't work out for them, but still a very competitive round. They saved the AK-47, which does yield another buy here. They've got themselves 4 rifles, one of which is the FAMAS, but they've got the AK-47. Rain with just a deagle, and a tag comes in. Twistzz takes a bullet to the thigh. And ropz once again, aggressive, Chad, looking to get that first pick. They know they need an advantage here. They're on the back foot even more so now, so they'll jiggle the weapons around. Twistzz will be given the Desert Eagle of Rain.
Yeah, well, we saw this not that long ago. I think G2 were having a maneuver like this with Hunter playing relatively aggressive in mid like this. Goes overlooked as far as the protocols of the clears go, and now starting to turn his attention towards lower. It's long. The attack comes first. Big have taken some space and applying pressure. Karrigan is going to need to chime in with Brokey here. A smoke, well, it's going to delay them, but Brokey needs to do this all alone. And FaZe, beautiful shots right there. Two heads hit the deck. ropz is trying to thread the needle here. He has been able to avoid Crimbo for now.
He has indeed, but we've got Twistzz low HP from the initial tag as well. Another 5 versus 3, and this time no grenades whatsoever once again.
They're going to try and fight towards this A site here. If they group up flash forward with Twistzz, they could try and take the fight to big, but hoping the reaction comes quicker here. 50 seconds remaining.
If Twistzz was there towards A, he could maybe flash the crossover, and we could see another spray down towards that long area, but this is the all-important frag here. ropz will deliver it, but it has been found out. Crimbo presumably going to trade this one. An opportunity there, but Rain fighting back with that AK-47 towards the A site. It's not quite enough. The Desert Eagle only for Twistzz, as we mentioned, already tagged, has absolutely no chance in this one.
Well, hopefully he can find himself a weapon to carry through the next round. Loves the jump just there, but not going to be the end of the world. And I suppose we can take a look at some of the losses for FaZe on Dust2 within this group. They lost to G2 16-7 last night, and they lost to MIBR 16-9. Now, some of the key issues that they were experiencing was this CT side. Probably a reason why they've decided to start here. First map of the series, big pick in, get it out of the way. You've been having issues with it. Let's get it done first.
And the thing is as well, they looked a little bit discombobulated against G2. Brokey barely had the AWP. Their money was on the back foot continuously. So hoping to see a different look from FaZe today. We've already seen that aggression towards middle, but with it going so badly, I suppose, towards that top mid area, it might make them a little bit more rigid once again. Time will tell as Big collect yet another round here, doing very well on that T side. We go 2-2. Twistzz will save the AK once more, but there's only $2,000 per player. Loss bonus hasn't really built up just yet. And here's ropz doing his best. He was trying to find early engagements there towards lower, got nothing from it. G2 through the smoke, a frustrating one for Rain. As we've said, he had to try and get a multiple spray down there, but it doesn't work out for him. So presumably the eco, just a 5.7 and a P250 purchased.
I suppose we can get into a couple more of these details, right? I brought up some stat lines like FaZe lacking in opening kills, lacking in the trade percentage, the flash assists, and those basics right there, I mentioned you can get flowing with communication and making sure that you're dictating the pace of the game. It is a bit strange to see this team, you know, struggling in trade percentage, but with the play style they've had in a lot of the matches, the ones we've watched, the ones we've covered, they just want to stand and fight. They've been so aggressive, they've been jumping through smokes, they've just been wanting to knock everybody out straight away. And that's going to cost you, because if you don't get that trade potential, if like we saw before when they did the 2-man push up mid, if you don't go 1-for-1, if they get the advantage right there, well, you're in a lot of trouble.
Well, Karrigan, he might get the drop on them here, but he's only got the USP, and they'll be ready for it as well. All 5 players were big on this long take, and they're aware the flanks are coming, so they can just pump the brakes for a second, wait for any sort of reaction from the CT, see if they'll be flashing each other in towards A. Now they've all been seen, they might want to consider their options. The problem is, they've lost so much map control, Chad, they have to commit to long here. They have no idea what's behind them. So this is their only port of call, but it's still a very strong one.
Yeah, plenty of resources to do so. Let's see if these pesky pistols can find anything here. They're just going to continue to bleed out the clock, hope for this CT aggression. Rain has closed the door. There is no way back. The cross smoke starting to be lobbed out. He's going to pick himself up a molly. That'll be nice.
That's not bad at all. Maybe he can do something with that, but it's all down to Twistzz here, really. He goes for the spray.
Molly might actually come into play here, Henry. He's run all the way around the wall. He's going to lob that towards the ramp. The Chaos could start ensuing now. The boost is going to come through. Starting to get chaotic with 23 seconds. Keto will remove one. The flash, perfectly timed. Going to bail them out of what could have been a problematic situation. That should be enough.
Yeah, do or die time now for FaZe. Will they be going for the retake on the AK or just saving the rifle? Neither. Perhaps Twistzz goes down holding the weapon, and we're trying to get a kill here for Rain, but not going to happen. Taps in with the double kill. Just ropz remaining. Does recover the AK at least, so that's something, but presumably they can justify a bit of a hunt here. The money's not amazing on the T side. They might just yield and allow him to keep it, but let's have a look. They're actually probing towards CD spawn, so they fancy it potentially.
Yeah, cutthroat stuff here. There's a kit as well available for ropz to scoop up if he stays alive, but we'll need to get a couple more kills. FaZe now wants to take this duel. They get it done, so good stuff for Big. As we mentioned to kick things off, Big can remain masters of their own fate if they sweep this series 2-0. So the pressure's here. Right? The pressure is here from the very beginning. So as long as they can keep this at a 2-0, the rest of the rabbit hole doesn't really get plunged into it. We have to discuss how Outsiders versus G2 goes. So we can hold on to that for now. Let's just focus on Big getting this done clean. So I mean, in the first map, normally there's not a whole lot of pressure in a best of 3. Well, for Big, there is.
Yeah, they can't afford to drop a single map here. Like we said, this one is for all the marbles, and who would have thought FaZe going 3-0 to kick the group off are in this position now where they potentially might not make it.
Aggression again, Henry. They're really just continuing to push the issue here.
Worked out though, hasn't it?
Just getting found out every time, and it's on his own. How are you meant to trade? Again, an opening kill that goes against them.
It's a little rough, actually. They've tried that like 3 times now, and 3 failures have come through. Fascinating. But on the back foot once again, we commonly talk about Dust2 being a reactive map. If you lose the advantage, you have to push elsewhere, get some information, take some territory. They can't really do that either, Chad. They don't have any incendiaries. They don't have an AWP. No kits. Like, what can they really do with this one?
This is where FaZe have to hope that their individuals, when the fights come their way, can multi-kill. That's it, right? That's the only conversation that can be made. Sure, you could hope for a gamble stack, but that's going to be a 50-50 on where they finish. If this is the individual pedigree of the best team in the world, that's when it needs to shine. If they come from range direction, needs a 2-piece. The same for every single member on FaZe right now, is the most pressure could be applied to ropz. He's on a solo adventure at B right now, trying to bunker down as Big have taken this short control. Still plenty of time and plenty of utility. That's the key here.
Absolutely true. They can fully execute towards A once again. And what's there to stop them? I believe just 2 flashbangs. That's literally it. That's all they have on the A side. ropz will hold B with just 1 as well. So similar scenes in terms of the G2 game yesterday. The money was just spiraling out of control. Finances were woeful at best. But k1to taking a bit of damage here towards middle. ropz will spot him, but maybe just falls back here. We'll see.
Time again, 20 seconds. They might have to start getting that bomb over towards B now. They need to deal with ropz, and he's starting to question, are they even coming through the door? k1to, huge. Just doing it late. Where's the pressure? There's none. 12 seconds. We're running into the site. Breeze in our hair. Big plant the bomb with 6 seconds remaining on the clock, and that's going to be a 4-2 scoreline. FaZe have to save.
Let's have a timeout, FaZe. Let's discuss what's going on here. Maybe stop these solo adventures towards middle. It's a nice idea, but I dare say, Chad, you need the AWP backing you up towards those mid doors, potentially watching towards top of middle, allowing for a trade to come through if the worst has happened. But again, haven't had the money to even justify an AWP purchase.
Well, we spoke about the positives of dictating the pace and making sure that you get that communication flowing. By being active, you can ensure that. But by doing it alone, you're removing the team element of Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
So, look, Carrigan wanting to get ahead of the play, maybe something from the demos or the prep. He wants to stop them if they go for a full-on long play. Either way, you can't be giving an opening kill away to Big, who are playing this very slow, methodical brand of Counter-Strike right now.
And it's looking very good, it has to be said. They haven't really made a single mistake so far. Another 5 players survive on a full gun round. It goes 4-2 to Berlin International Gaming. Here's Crimbo catching Carrigan with his pants down, unfortunately. And that was pretty much around. k1to has granted access towards B. Of course, obviously, their CT defense is spread thin on a 5-on-4, but great play from him. Takes down the linchpin of ropz.
To stay poised when the clock is sub 30 seconds. I'm sure we've all played games at home. You know, you've been in your matchmakings, or maybe you've been in the FaceIt lobbies, and people are like, 30 seconds, 30 seconds. As it gets very rushed. k1to there to keep the poise. As it looks like a scout for ropz here. One for Carrigan as well. So scope rifles, apparently the remedy for their issues.
They haven't fully invested. They still would call this a partial buy, and they're trying it once again.
But they think long's been taken. They're all just sitting back of car yard outside long, the once upon a time palm tree. They're ready to fight this in middle. There's going to be 3 players clumped in middle here for FaZe to try and fight. And here come Big.
Well, now that flashbang isolates Twistzz completely, but he's rising to the occasion. Great opening shots and actually gets a triple kill. This is more like it. The aggression paying off here, but it's answered in due course. Back to a 2-on-2, and it's the double scout combo, Chad, to try and save the day. I'm not sure it's possible, but plenty of time. Potentially can go recover one of those rifles, but it's in no man's land right now along with the bomb.
Depends on the type of fights that come their way, right? If they get a tag and get away, they'll make things very, very precarious for Big here. They're just holding out for these pushes. Big have come prepared today for all of these Aggie moves that FaZe have thought would catch them off guard.
I can't believe the double scout combo on the CT side and a gun round. You ever seen anything like it? But let's see what they make of it. I think mid is the absolute best call they could possibly go for here.
Well, Carrigan now up towards short, so they've been able to find this gap. For ropz, if he can get in towards upper dark, he can try and silence them as they make their way into B, but it's so much utility. They can smoke off tunnels, they can molly back a plat, and they're just staying silent. They're keeping these questions for FaZe consistently in these rounds.
Well, we said the high fraggers of FaZe had to step up A triple kill from Twistzz. It's still not enough for the looks of things as we go towards the tunnel. The scout will need a headshot. That's the only way they could save that round, and unfortunately, it will be Grimbo with another stunning shot towards the head of ropz and Carrigan. I guess you might as well see if you can get a rifle. Yeah. That's all you can hope for.
Well, here's the thing. They've all saved enough money right now, FaZe, that in the next round with the loss bonus where it's out, they will be able to get a comfortable buy. But that's a fantastic pickup there from Carrigan, right? The fact they bought out those scopes with the scouts. There it is. Maybe they want to get the AWP and a little available ASAP, and Brokey should be having that next round. This was great from Twistzz.
Yeah, it really was.
The fact that they hedged the 3 rifles here in middle, but he was the only one that produced, trading well big. And you can just see this game plan for big early is working out fantastically. These CT side woes are continuing for FaZe, and we'll just start to sow the seeds now. But FaZe here at ESL Pro League for Season 16 are in contention to win the Intel Grand Slam. If they get eliminated today with a 2-0 loss to that of Big, they will have to try again in Rio at the Major.
That's shocking, isn't it? Who would have thought Group B would be so cutthroat towards the book end of it? But still, Brokey will finally get the AWP chat. A timeout required for sure. Let's discuss our options now. This is the first real gun run. I say that because Brokey is so influential on this team. He's been playing so well with the AWP, and on Dust2 he just doesn't seem to get it these days. So he'll have the rifle finally, and we'll see where the purchases come through on either side. It's pretty standard procedures here. And do we expect to see more of the mid-aggression? I doubt it. Maybe more of a traditional round here. Try and gain the long control instead of forcing the issue towards middle.
Well, considering how much space is being given now by Big, they're luring them into these traps.
Right, so maybe slow it down.
Expectations. They're thinking, oh, they're out long. They're just going in front of the long plays. No, they're all sitting in car yard. There's 4 players. The guys anti-flash. They're ready with flashes of their own. It's looking good from Big.
And you can see FaZe Clan, they've obviously gone over these mid setups, but this one flashbang is removing a couple of players and isolating players like Twistzz. Sure, he did an amazing job and got 3 kills, but still, Big were in full control at all times. So, round number 8, and Rain boosted up towards short this time.
Yeah, well, they gambled 4 towards A early to establish this boost. That's going to leave the pressure on ropz, who's suggesting there's an opportunity for lower dark with that smoke. Again, just a slow call from Big, waiting for the CTs before they react, and now, applying pressure towards Xbox and short control very quick.
Here we go, picking up the pace. And just be Rain to defend here with the M4. He's got the incendiary to buy some time, so just going to be spotting and answering fire with fire.
The AWP's over towards B. If there's an execute towards this A site from Big, it'll be perfect. Brokey's going to be eliminated from this puzzle. He won't be able to contribute from that traditional mid-long game helper car position.
True. Yeah, they haven't got the best positions towards the A side. Twistzz actually getting towards the ramp now. And Searson, oh, does he go for it? Doesn't quite hit him, but Rain is rattled a little bit, will drop off, doesn't fancy it. Twistzz gets towards Goose now as well. Love this from ropz. That's a great information play.
Oh, there's a nade right there just being scooped up. Rain was trying to find it. Now if he throws this nade out, it could do a decent chunk of damage. Keto put on notice, and they're sending him in first again, but this aggression from ropz, nobody saw it coming. Get one, get away. Force Big into disarray. Brokey's picked one off towards mid, and finally, a late push that's worked out for FaZe.
Absolutely. ropz doing God's work there, pushing down towards lower. They had no idea, and you can see how much more control they've got towards middle with Brokey backing up with the sniper as well. 5 versus 3. This time in favor of FaZe Clan. It will be the execution, but do they commit? Flashbangs being prepared. 15 seconds on the clock. Surely, FaZe tuck this one in.
This is so late. How do you even get to the site right now? The Molly's come over. There's just no time for this.
Here.
Raven's out long. Late, 2 massive kills, 1 on the site. There's no time to plant. There's no time to plant. Twistzz is going to confirm it. The kills are great here. The damage is good from Big, but Twistzz is going to handle business and even gets a couple after time.
That's big. Okay, love that from Twistzz. Another triple kill from him. You're right. With the time being so low, that flank from Faven was impressive with the shots, but ultimately meant nothing, and they ended up losing quite a lot.
It's annoying, right? It's very annoying to go down like that, especially for some of these FaZe members. We've seen a lot of that recently as well. There was a push through the mid doors just the other day where the barrel came through the mid doors. It gave Nico, who was there, an opportunity to know it was coming before he should have.
Yeah, we had an update to fix that issue, I believe, but I guess there's still a few positions it doesn't quite work out.
Well, there's the downside to the silenced M4, but Brokey, he's got one of the 2 AWPs equipped here for FaZe. ropz has the secondary over towards B for now, and Keto's been somewhat the point man here. It hasn't necessarily been quick, but he's been limping out looking for these fights and taps it. He swings top mid. There's Keto, the aforementioned entry fragger, and he's going to get 2. Mid to B's open, and Big are back in it.
That's crazy. I'm surprised ropz doesn't get a kill there, but stunning shots from Big Clan here. This is looking very, very good. In round number 9, they've got a 5-on-2, Carrigan and Rain. No real options here. I guess if they do go towards long, there's a chance Rain can get a couple of kills, but they've subverted expectations. Back towards B we go. The bomb will be there towards The back of Tabson. Crimbo will join him as well. That is grouping up. Mid has been a great area for Big. And like you said, they're playing it by the book. They're being very methodical and tight as they group up together, not giving anything away. Give FaZe an inch, they'll take a mile every single time. You've got to go through the procedures. Make sure you're running your protocols.
What's good stuff from Twistzz here. He's had impact on the pistol round, on the gun rounds. He's had a lot of kills here coming through. It's the rest of the cast here that need to contribute, give him a hand. I think that Brokey is obviously the biggest name, being an AWPer. Attempt there from FaZe, and at least he'll get the information, so Tabson can decide if they want to hunt, and clearly they do. You can see over towards CT spawn already. Keto continuing to look for more. Already has 2 in the round. He would love to get a couple more kills here. Already up to 8. We'll get a chance against Rain, who does look very aware of this. So you can see the AWP can't be scooped up, and this should be Rain's kill. I don't think Keto's going to walk out clear in this, so alleviates a slight bit of pressure here.
A little bit, but FaZe certainly on the back foot here. Carrigan has been found out. He does manage to do a bit of damage there as well. Rain should survive, but the damage has been done. There it is. It's going to be 6-3. Big running away with the T side here on Dust2. Their map pick, just to bear that in mind, is new coming up next. As we see Keto once more helping himself towards middle. He's looking very, very confident.
They seem like they're chasing their tail right now. We were talking about dictating the pace early. They tried, it hasn't worked, and now they can't find a solution. Getting caught off guard, they're just taking the space whenever they want it big, and they're not even doing like the standard, let's just take long and execute late. They've done that on an anti-eco or a lower buy.
Maybe getting an AWP in ropz' hand towards B as well might help set up a turret.
One then, but they just got owned.
Yeah.
So, I agree with you. Maybe the double AWPs is the answer here, but they need to start hitting some shots, and everybody's blind right now. Crimbo's out towards the blue bin. What could he get done from here?
He still looks up for it though, doesn't he? But here comes another incendiary. He pulls out the wrong bit of utility, will burn to a crisp, and Rain. The double kill is found through the smoke. Finds 2 of the players. They've got the advantage. They need to capitalize upon this now. Plenty of time to work with. Searson alive with the AWP. He can do damage here. So they need to tighten things up now, get into those crossfires, establish themselves within the bomb sites.
At least one of the positives when I was looking through some of these stat lines for FaZe in the group so far was their 5v4 conversion rate. The highest in the group, I do believe. No, not the highest, towards one of the highest. It's at least above the 50%, right? Whereas the other stats I was referencing were below 50%.
Bit of a standstill here.
It was the highest. I was doubting myself.
I don't know.
I don't know why I doubted myself. I did all the prep, you know, I wrote all the notes.
That's not like you, Chad.
I doubted myself. That is the correct. They are the highest 5v4 in the tournament at the moment.
You have the biggest Counter-Strike brain I'm aware of, Chad. So
don't give me that.
I'm trying to pick you up, trying to get you back in the zone.
All right, I'm getting in the zone. Here we go. Twistzz. Canadian sensation.
Oh, they've got a chance here. This is looking promising. Big might be able to thread the needle with the Molotov at the back as well. They can potentially isolate the players here. The car goes down with nothing. This is a real problem. ropz thankfully finds one. Ducking and weaving now, but here we go. The opening has been found. Can they get the bomb planted? The AWP outside. Molotov here actually making things very uncomfortable. Brokey might have to commit.
Oh, no.
It's the double kill, and it goes down to a 2 versus 1. How have they given this one up? It was a 5 versus 3, Chad, and Big help themselves toward the B bomb site, and all hell breaks loose.
Oh, no. I think we saw FaZe win a similar round themselves on the T side just the other day, and then they go and they drop the ball with one like that. You could see Brokey, he was ahead of their Molotov. He threw his own. He thought he had to go. They had the pressure coming through the doors as well. The flash, I guess the timing just wasn't with them during all of this. This is the important kill. ropz only getting 1, a position where you really need him to produce 2. The flash comes forward. Tabson not blind as soon as he sees Rain, gets that kill. And now Carrigan, what's he meant to do? How's he meant to get into this? Tabson fired up. That's a huge round, and we're straight back into this. Fight clock top mid. All the kills coming in. Twistzz gets one with a nade and a molly, and Carrigan has a scout kill. Where did that come from?
Now we're on to something, Chad. It's looking much better for FaZe. They are bouncing back, and then some. It was a partial buy with 2 scouts, some Desert Eagles, and they've managed to get 4 kills. I couldn't even tell you how.
You might need to catch this one in the replay.
I think so.
I don't think Searson can get a 1 on 5.
Must have been towards long, right?
There's a lot of bodies dropped towards there. Searson, that B-bomb site, that there is a chance here. It's just ropz you have to deal with. If he's able to take ropz out of the picture here, this hunt coming from the other 3 is still quite far away. ropz will take care of that and run as he might to get this AWP. He didn't get there in time.
It must have been the straight-up long take, spawn-based counter-strike there, and I assume that it's got bombarded with HE grenades and then mowed down by the pistols and scouts, because, Lincoln, you missed it. We somehow did. And let's take a look at this one. So that mid-push from Carrigan once again.
Twistzz, the utility damage must be towards long.
It was incendiaries and HEs thrown, so yeah, they gave him the kitchen sink there. Beautiful.
Wow, all right.
Back in it.
Massive work on the utility there from Twistzz.
Yeah.
2 kills, he didn't see anybody. You'll take those every day of the week.
Let's get into it, finally.
Pushing again. They're just running straight down the dark here.
Oh, boys.
Wow, they take the fight. Big weight every single time.
This hasn't worked out, but Brokey taking matters into his own hands. Still a competitive round, but the B bomb site is wide open. Searson will help himself to it, and it's up to Rain to deny access. Needs to try and get something done here. Can he sneak through the window? Up to the grenade towards Big Box here. It does connect nicely, but I dare say he's going down. This is looking tremendous, but there we have it, a 3 versus 1. Brokey dropped down there. So after winning the Eco, they give that round away.
This Counter-Strike right here in the last 2 rounds, the round phase 1 and then the round phase lost, is the exact type of Counter-Strike FaZe has been playing throughout this tournament. Just stand and fight. That's all they want to do. You see it here. They're not allowing the rounds to play out. Let's run through doors. Let's run through window. Fight, fight, fight. That's all they're up to. And it's not working.
It's really not. And it's disheartening, I'm sure, after winning such a difficult round with the pistols and the scouts, and it goes down in this fashion. Wasn't even a real round, to be honest with you. They do have a buy, and it's a double AWP setup. There it is. ropz will be taking it towards B, allowing him to set up the turret here. Speaking of turrets, it's Searson and opening up the fragging, takes down Carrigan. He wasn't even in the pit.
When do you see the AWPer jumping out the doors? He might sit there with the one-way smoke. He might get a couple of flashes. Searson, combat AWPing here. You love to see it. This is the aggression they're going to need.
So they've got full on control, the AWPer in the pit, and now the world is your oyster. You can fall back, you can even go to a B play, keeping Searson here and that's denying vision, throwing utility, just being a general nuisance. This is a very powerful position here. Remember, this was a double AWP setup for FaZe, so still a fighting chance, a 5-on-4, but they have lost the in-game leader and indeed long. No direct reaction so far from the CTs. They remain tight in the B bomb side. ropz there with the AWP watching towards middle. Twistzz patrolling the tunnels, meaning 2 players alone, waiting for action towards A here.
We saw Carrigan try a similar move yesterday. He got a
worked out, didn't it?
I don't think Rain's going to get the same maneuver. He's been peppered. He might want to consider saving this. 8-4 and a 5v4. A very difficult round to win. Trying to dodge the bullets and Brokey trying to dodge the flames. He's been burnt down to 21. I don't see a way for FaZe to get back into this. And as the smoke starts to fade, it's going to be a sit and duck.
Here's Twistzz with another opportunity of a kill, and one he'll get. But the bomb is planted towards A, and look at the HP. So low. Rain, well, he'll be dropped in the end. It is a 4 versus 3. I dare say it's probably over, and they are going to start retreating here. ropz with a fadeaway frag. Maybe a couple here. Oh, actually loses the AWP.
I love the aggression. Well. They're taking the fight to FaZe. They go, okay, that's cool. You want to aim up? We have heavy hitters, right?
They do.
The question is Big getting their heavy hitters online.
Right.
Keto hitting some good shots. Faven's doing the same. tabseN's online. Searson. Those 3 names, they all have 9 kills. Keto's the highest with 10. It's just Crimbo with 4, and he's doing his job. Yeah,
you've got Searson just running out those long doors, shotgun AWP, taking down the in-game leader. So demoralizing. Is at the start of every round, there seems to be complete pandemonium ensuing. As there we have it, 9-4. FaZe really can't get going here. They've won 2 gun rounds so far. Remember, they won the pistol and converted the second as well, Chad. So 2 gun rounds, and it's all been quite awkward. Apart from that, it's going to be Searson, like we said. Carrigan didn't quite make it to the pit, got the grey screen, unfortunately.
That was another stat line I was looking at today. So FaZe have played this map 3 times. They've won it once, lost it twice, but over those 3 maps, they're 5-1 in pistols. So now you add this as the 4th outing, they've won another pistol. So we can be 6-1. We'll see what happens next half.
Yep.
But if you're winning the pistols, you're getting at least the first conversion in cleanly like they did. Only 2 other gun rounds here on the CT side.
Well, they do save a single AWP at least. Brokey will have that, but has been quite quiet by his standards. Chad, 4 and 7. He's not really got going. A couple of good shots, but that's about it.
Now out here is going to just have a compilation of how to hinge smoke from literally everywhere. The amount of different variations we've continued to see. It's always fun. Make or break time for this half, really.
Absolutely. This is where it all begins on the comeback for FaZe. Going to need at least 5 rounds, I would say. They've got MP9s for masses, but as mentioned, the Brokey AWP, Twistzz with the AK as well, but look at the lack of utility once more. 1 minute on the clock, they have a smoke and an incendiary, 3 flashes, but so much to battle against as we go back towards middle. Keto not finding the opening kill this time.
Just feels like Big are having their way with FaZe at the moment. FaZe now, they don't have any proactive moves. They don't have any utility, so now they can't go for those options that we were talking about. It's how they react at this moment. So short control utility comes out. That's a great find from Brokey. A way to get the round started at least.
And they've baited him the MP9 here towards short as well. They might not be aware this close range weaponry.
At least they went to the barrel.
Exactly, that's a good point. Rain is primed and ready, but looks like we might be going back towards B. So Rain will explore his options, see if there's an AK to pick up here. And indeed, there is a rifle, but doesn't want to make any noise just yet. They're setting up for the mid
19 seconds, the bomb's just here on his left.
That's it, that's the bomb.
This should be the round. That's the round done. You're not going to get the bomb in time, boys, and you're not going to get all the kills in time either. So we can call this one the 5th. It doesn't matter how many kills Keto continues to get.
Good point. But I guess he might as well try and get them if he can, but it's a double spray down from Carrigan. That's much more convincing there. It took a blind kill from Brokey to open things up, but they reacted perfectly there, Chad. Rain threading the needle towards short, taking down the bomb, and as you said, 15 seconds remaining. That was it, round done. As we get into number 15, they've got a nice, healthy buy as they recover the AK-47s and, of course, the AWP.
It's hard to fault Big for continuing this play style because it's worked for them so well up until this point. So the game plan, if I'm Gob, I'm very happy with the work I've done with Tabson here to get 9 rounds on this T-half. There's still an opportunity to get 10. ropz is being tagged on the cross here down to 12 points of health early. So if Sirsen's aware that he hit that shot, might want to try and finish towards B, but Crimbo just for the final round is down to a P250. I don't think that flash went deep enough there. It didn't actually blind the AWP towards short.
Certainly not. Carrigan with a different approach this time, gets himself behind the double doors along. Will he come out on top, though? A little bit of an awkward battle considering the smoke's there, but it subsides. He's got 4 players in front of him. If he gets one, presumably that's all he gets, but it's a double spray down. Has he got anything left in the tank? Tabson denies it. But a great showing there from Carrigan after having a rough couple of interactions. Brokey, brave as well, finds the 3rd kill. Range should be absolutely fine to get Crimbo, and there it is. Looking like it'd be 9-6 here, Chad.
Yeah, this is a salvage half right here from FaZe. Big, they come out the gates hot to trot. It's a slower pace, but it works against this aggression. I think Carrigan's going to be happy with 6 here, considering some of the CT side of woes they've shown in this group. But let's see how this game finishes. Map number 1 between Big and FaZe after the break.
Seconds. They got choices, Scriv. They could turn around, they could stall this out and hope not all the players rotate over, but wow, this would be a huge ball to drop if All the Wind can't convert.
Dodo is maybe one of the silver linings here. Don't really have anything to clear him out. Gonna have to use the bodies. And Turtle does not mess up. So 4-on-2, I think he's safe here, and that is indeed what they're moving towards, isn't it? So, yep, MIBR are going to answer straight back, and like you say, a ball drop, a pretty big one, and one that they might not be able to even pick up. It's so massive.
Indeed, Forced by Wars set to continue. For the Win surely going to force around these guns in the following, but Turtle, man, those are some crispy frags. First kill was great, second, bit of a spray battle, but wins it out, and that 3rd kill to clear sandbags. Instantly drops to Dodo. He was the only man on A. He was the only person who could offer any resistance. So huge frags. Hero AK paying massive dividends for Turtle. And MIBR, despite losing in the previous, are now back in control. But I'm enjoying this storyline of the Force by Wars. Who's actually going to win out?
I'm going to say For the Win, actually. For the Win will win this round here, and then MIBR will, drop their next force buy. How about that? For a curveball.
Well, I have to side with you because I've taken for the win 2-0. So
Right.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it's going to happen.
You want it, you know?
Yes.
That's the main thing. It's the belief, right? It's the old Peter Pan. I do believe in Force Buys.
Exactly. If I twist reality enough, for the win will win every game.
It could work. The caster's curse in full effect, you know. That's the one thing you have to sign, like a contract with the devil or whatever when you become a caster, not to abuse this power. Maybe.
Welcome back to ESL Pro League Season 16. You join us on Super Sunday between FaZe Clan and Big. It was a slow start from FaZe, Chad, it has to be said, but they pulled up their socks, risen from their slumber, and they've got themselves a competitive half.
Yeah, they've salvaged this, and I brought up the pistol round stats before, so they might be looking good to convert yet another one here, but looking good is Tabs and very fired up. Gob's been loving what he's seeing, but Twistzz, he's been the difference maker for FaZe in some key rounds so far. Let's see if that continues going into the second half as we head over towards the B bomb site for a bit of a tussle.
Oh, do we ever? All 5 players making their way in. It's a straight-up B rush here, Chad, I think. Off we go to the races. Faven to be tested here at the very back. He's been spotted. All the grenades being thrown in his direction. And there's the first frag. Make it a double. ropz takes down Keita towards the window. And this round might be done already. I hate to say it. Hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think there's a chance.
Yeah, hold on to the Kevlar here. I think FaZe have just done that B door smoke, the one that you can line up from spawn. Seen a couple of players flirting with that idea, but it really opens up these B executes.
True, yeah.
So it happens so quick. I'm not 100%, but I have seen players flirting with that. If they've been able to pull something off like that, it does take a fair bit of coordination. So good stuff from FaZe. And another pistol round. Twistzz, another kill in a pistol. He had 3 in the first half.
True, yep.
So impact from him.
So there it is, both pistols once again going in favor of FaZe. Nice little B rush. Don't see too many of those these days, Chad.
So out of 4 Dust2s, FaZe have played 8 pistol rounds and they have won 7.
That's not bad. Well, the results were not the best, but overall, that's a pretty good stat. Karrigan will be finding a couple more kills here. They'll save just 1 Kevlar.
That's a big deal. It's a very big deal with some of the famous purchases around Kevlars we've seen in recent times. So that's actually huge, right? It's the little details just like that that matter a lot at this level of Counter-Strike. And his ball Faven, you can see him get caught off guard, steps up into an explosion, and then ropz with Twistzz as the assist, finish off Keto, and there it is. That one is done.
Yeah, tactical airstrike towards the back of the platform there.
Lots of rifles here as well. Look at this. Lots of AKs out in the next round of play because it didn't take a lot of damage. They get that cheaper head armor that we're always on about.
Good
We love the money, don't we?
We do.
We're all about the money around here.
Got to count the guap, man. As we'll see a 5-man stack this time towards long. They're deploying the snake, Chad. It's all the way down the long wall. And this could be problematic. FaZe are actually heading in that direction. These rounds can and will happen. Full USP victories. A little bit deadly, a little bit scary.
Well, we'll see if FaZe have someone play anti-flash, unlike FTW.
Right.
That was a bit of a mauling here. Karrigan, the tail end of this, is going to start slinking out with the scout. They're lining up Util. This could be problematic. The push is going to come here. The flash, where is it? Rain is going to turn it anti-flash indeed, and this is the mow down. Really well handled there. I'm not sure if they heard the pin get pulled, but
Maybe
FaZe,
they turned away, didn't they?
they looked ready for it.
Well, they managed to behead the snake, and there we have it. We have a very competitive Dust2 now. It was looking a little bit dicey for FaZe fans, but they're right back in this. Going to be 9-8, and that's the full eco, bear in mind. So a buy coming in from Big, and we'll see the Galils and AKs, as Chad previously mentioned, now in full force here for FaZe.
Don't love having to see poor Sirison operate in the first gun rounds of both halves on a scout, but
Roki's in the same ballpark, so
yeah, it's fair.
yeah.
At least they've had a gentleman's agreement as far as that goes. But looking to tussle Brokey on the head. You can see him just pivoting, looking for this fight with Sirison. So toe-to-toe with the scopes.
Yeah, locking horns, and the first blow has been received. It's Sirison down to 52 points of health, so I'll slow him down slightly. Rain aware of the position from the trajectory of the grenade thrown, but doesn't want to challenge just yet. Him smoke and fall back. Don't want to get spammed.
Well handled, and back towards B with the bomb here on the back of Brokey. Good economy of utility here for FaZe. Have to give them props in the same way we did Big within their first half. We have seen a lot of these B explodes coming into popularity. I think Maui was highlighting it the other day. Yanko did a nice breakdown himself. And looks like they'll be lining up one of them.
Yep, I think you're dead on here.
It's the flashes that are key. Yanko pointed out a way that you can avoid these flashes, so let's see. They're going in.
Here we go, Faven to defend, and like we said, this position always a little bit troublesome. He'll be pre-fired, and there it is, the double kill from FaZe. Looking likely to tie things up at 9-9 here. Another 5 versus 3. They cracked the side wide open. They split it in half.
Yeah, that's a mauling right there, and even Big holding onto utility for a late round play. Just unable to get it done towards B. Faven, I think, as soon as he tries to step on out, something must have shown. Likely that pesky barrel. Is he giving players away more often than not?
Well, that round, they didn't really have much to say back, and now they're going to be on the back foot here as we go 9-9. As mentioned, they'll save 2 rifles and the scouts.
And the longest spree of rounds right now for FaZe in this game, right? The most was 2 rounds with the pistol conversion.
Right.
Now it's going to be 5 consecutive with the tail end of that first half. So back into winning ways just in time. And we'll make sure we give you the understanding here of the context of this match. For Big to keep their status of being the masters of their own fate, they need to make sure they sweep this series 2-0.
Right.
Which means they can't drop their map choice here. Yeah, it's always that bloody barrel, isn't it?
Sorry, go on.
No, I'm just making sure everybody understands that to remain the masters of their own fate, that is the key here. Because if it does end up with a 2-1 scoreline, more conversations have to be had. I don't want to get stuck into that nitty-gritty until it happens.
Sure. Well, this map is well up in the air now. But now we'll take a tactical timeout. Got be allowed to chime in and discuss the options here. As mentioned, they save 2 M4s, the scouts, but overall around $3,000 per player, as you can see on the screen. I would say
they should buy. Because Keto and Crimbo should drop M4s across. They already have residual utility, right? And then tabseN and Faven can have rifles, have full utility. syrsoN can hold on to the scout. And we're going to give you a quick little C-Stream update. You may have seen that in the break. It's MIBR versus FTW. FTW yet to win a series here.
We have won a map though, Chad.
Yeah, that's true.
They managed to break that streak. Like we said, no wooden spoon in that sense.
They're our boys. We've been following it all week.
We've done every single FTW game apart from this one, I think.
It's a bit of unfortunate we can't be covering this one. But if you want to watch that game, you can use like multi-Twitch, twitch.tv. I think there's squad streaming as well. ESL _CSGO C. They didn't buy Henry. They erred on the side of caution, just like you wanted.
Well, there we have it. And they're known to be a methodical team. They play it by the book. I think they just be stretched too thin. It's not a buy you really want. A scout once more, forcing into it. Will you even get the AWP out if you continue to buy like that? I'm not sure. But I think this, for me at least, would be the best port of call. We'll see. I was about to say, let's see what syrsoN can do. He can do a lot, apparently. ropz through the door, absolutely wiped out. And that's going to be a 5-on-4, and FaZe, we're just going to creep up towards shorter. They're still in control of the round, considering the weaponry, but we've got tabseN now. He's waiting with the P250 on the A side. It
becomes very problematic because syrsoN's moved over towards this car position. He's going to be able to chime in with the scout. Another tag, it's going to soften them up for tabseN here. That molly, burning, Faven already on the flank. This is starting to look good for Big, and Faven gets found out by Carrigan. A massive kill, but tags, damage, it's being done. FaZe are dealing with this unless syrsoN can continue to do damage with this scout.
We'll see if he can, Chad. It goes down to a 3 versus 2. Still a competitive round, but maybe not for long. This is the moment now. Keto nails the shot, but a 2 versus 1 with the scout, you have to say it's probably over. Double digits for FaZe, potentially.
If he goes for it, they're both just 1 tag from death. So that's at least a positive here, but for syrsoN, this is so difficult. He doesn't know what HP they're on. He has to locate 2 of them, doesn't have a kit.
He's also 1 bullet to death as well, with no kit, but I guess he could find the rifle, upgrade his chances here, but opts to fall back, which is probably the correct call.
Well, FaZe will take the lead, up to 10, the first to reach double digits here. Gonna fill a lot with joy. We know that FaZe were just talking about getting the Intel Grand Slam done and dusted here in Pro League. Have a long way to get there. This win will secure them a spot into the playoffs, and thus we'll see them again in a couple of weeks' time. We already have Outsiders and G2 locked in. They're over on the B stream, ESL _CSGO B, if you want to check out that action, fighting for the #1 spot in the group.
Absolutely. And just let the viewers know at home, the reason we do this is on Super Sunday, just make sure competitive integrity is there, everyone plays at the same time, so there's no funny business going down, no one skewing the results, not that they would, but just to make sure it's all under control.
Now there's actually a wiki. I see people linking this in the Reddit threads, because people make Reddit threads like, why are all the games at the same time? And people give that same answer. They even reference a soccer tournament where this was a feature in round robin, and it had to be changed. But you guys can find it on Reddit. I don't know the name of it on the top of my
We don't have the link ready for you.
No,
now, but,
it'll take me a while to read out as well.
I think you might be right. Double AWP set up for Big. Like I said, the reason they wanted to take that more economical round is because they need the sniper rifles here. They've been very handy on the AWP as well. Of course, syrsoN, the shining star with the sniper. We'll see what he can do here towards short. He'll be challenged by Rain. Presumably flashed in by Carrigan momentarily, but he's got 3 players to deal with, and a grenade landing at his front doorstep now. Has to swing, and Crimbo, he'll deal with it.
Okay, well, bit of a big inspired way to take short there with that smoke coming from downtown, but reacting with a crisscross. No, it's not the crisscross. It's just one of the smokes out mid to B. Carrigan mollied out of position, and FaZe needs to hit this. The leg, it might be good enough. He's the only player on the site. This rotation is coming. Carrigan could cut this off at the pass, and looks like he's been able to make his way into the back lines. What a play from the in-game leader here. They just have to deal with Carr. Crimbo's bought them a chance, though.
He spotted the player towards Carr, so he's given the information at least, and through the smoke, Twistzz manages to come out on top. Still a lot of work to be done here, and low HP for both the FaZe players.
Twistzz get across with the bomb.
Yeah, true. 30 seconds, though, and they've got the Molotov to enable the plant. Crimbo and Keto. The pincer maneuver is being deployed here. One towards tunnels, one of the double doors, and Twistzz. He hits a tick of his own molly and goes down. It's just going to be ropz here with the AWP isolated towards the back of the B side. He can still win this. It would take some tremendous play, but there's still a chance. First shot nailed. Can he find the second and contain the lead? He absolutely can. Rises to the occasion once again. And finally, a nice clutch going in favor of FaZe after some very tricky rounds in the first half.
Yeah, you say finally. That's what ropz is in the team for, to win clutches exactly like that. Twistzz is doing his part, 17 kills. Carrigan's chipping in where he can. He's been able to get himself up to a total of 14. Rain with 15. Brokey, the sniper, kept quite quiet. But ropz, this is what you want from him. And that's going to extend the lead to 2 rounds. You can see what it means. FaZe getting real fired up here. The emotions on the face. They're really in this game. They know what it means.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving this, Chad. This is a real game here. Let's get into it. Round number 21. Carrigan feeling himself. He was influential in finding that space, getting the information towards Carr, which enabled them to be in a winnable position there. 2 versus 1 clutch for ropz. Fantastic scenes. A Brokey back on the sniper here. Money still decent for Big, but concessions have to be made in terms of utility. No helmets, and Carrigan, he's already got full short control, so will he be calling for the backup here?
Might have put Big into a bit of a slumber as far as wanting to go toe-to-toe and punch with FaZe. They're just opting to do very standard holds here. 2-3 split of the defenses right now as Carrigan having pressure applied, teammates utility as support. He's just going to run out towards Gandalf, taking this fight against Sirison. The flashes look good. The mollies are missing, but he is in a joust right now.
He's got him, surely.
Able to land. ropz has found a kill over towards FaZe on their rotation, and they've sent them packing. FaZe are in towards the site here, unless tabseN has something to say.
I'm sure he does. But can he realize a couple of kills here? That's a great flashbang. Crimbo will set him up, and now they definitely know he's there. 4 versus 2. ropz with a huge backstab towards the B bomb site, and Twistzz to pretty much confirm the round there. Oh, does he ever? Crimbo goes down, and Twistzz looks sensational, Chad.
He's been great. He's looked crisp. I think Twistzz is the individual in this team. When the pressure gets to its highest, and maybe some of his teammates aren't performing as they should, he always seems to step up.
Yeah.
This is great stuff from Twistzz. Can't sing his praises enough here.
Yeah, totally agree. That's a huge round. Absolutely massive here against Big.
And this is ropz doing exactly what he needs to do, taking advantage of the space that is being made, right? All that space was getting made from Carrigan. All ropz has to do is catch them in transition as they try and back up that site.
Exactly. He's holding up a B for any sort of reactive pushes, and if it doesn't come, he can help himself to the B side, go towards CT spawn, shut them down. It's very frustrating to play against a player that can time that well, be a nuisance, always in the back lines. Fantastic work from ropz and FaZe Clan in general. 12-9. Money broken on the Big side. They will be purchasing into round number 22 of Desert Eagles, P50s, 5.7s.
A real problem here for Big on this CT side is more the fact they're yet to win a CT round, and that's the woes that FaZe have been feeling these last couple of days. We also saw Big have an off performance on this map or two. So it was a risk to take it here, considering both of these teams haven't been the most solid on some more home ground. As flashes along the push forward, they need a round like this. The pistols light up the scoreboard as Brokey. He's out long with the AWP. Twistzz is here along for the ride. They just have to stand. They just have to fight right here. This is FaZe's favorite fight, and they got 2 more to find. They scamper away. The flank coming in. A 3-on-2, Henry. This one's getting hectic.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They do scramble away, and it is a 3-on-2, but Keto, a perfect flank here. Things heating up as Twistzz receives Molotov, and they've actually put it back to a 2-on-1. This is insane. FaZe, 21 HP. Holds towards the elevator position. We'll see whether this is enough. I doubt it. First 3 frags there for Big, and it all comes crumbling down. Left of a sliver of hope. The P250 and FaZe sits in the smoke for now. Brokey, though, not messing around. He's making sure they check every single possibility, and they pull it back, Chad. That's going to be demoralizing for Big after finding 3 opening kills.
Yeah, so much action out long there. It was looking great for them for a moment, but like I said, FaZe's favorite fight. They just want to fight, right? You continue to give it to them. They're definitely going to take it here. It's so insane, the amount of utility kills that Twistzz has got this game.
Right.
Remember Long on that low buy situation, he gets a HE kill and a molly kill. Here he gets another molly kill, but his utility damage is only 61.
Okay,
right? So he's finishing them off.
Exactly, that's so cool. Wow, well caught. And we get into what could be one of the final gun rounds here. 13-9, and another long take coming through. Double orb set up to defend, and a boatload of damage there towards the pit. Crimbo's in trouble. The utility exchange goes down once more. ropz fancies his chances, but actually calling for the fallback here.
Oh, that was very, very dicey.
I thought he was just stuck in tail and actually diving in towards the pit, but the retreat is called Rain.
I'm screwed.
Is he fine? Is he out? Oh, he is indeed, and it will be tabseN, the in-game leader of Big, dropped as Rain surely was dead, but did very well to bring it back to a 4-4.
A reactive utility from both teams there.
True.
Around the world from Carrigan, he's trying to make sure this space hasn't been garnered by a big push. As we can see, not the case whatsoever. It will just be the one man of k1to tucking in towards the car position, while this mid boost just to patrol for any CTs rotating around. It's FaZe and CSGO on these orbs again.
Still with 50 seconds here.
Well, this is a very late hinge smoke being lined up from Brokey here. So 49 seconds left on the clock as that's deployed. Going to give them a lot more freedom across the map here to move. Oh, okay. Well, that
he hit the AWP as well, right? So that's the weapon you need to actually do it precisely. So that's unfortunate, and thankfully they'll get away with it. I say that.
It's the bomb.
That's Brokey as well. He's the one who actually missed the smoke. Can only be frustrated at himself, I suppose.
Yeah, well, given a real opportunity here. FaZe continues to pick in the smoke. Well, I'm sure Carrigan got a bit of a glance on him right there. 3-on-3. Are they going to go mid to B? This might be deciding kill. ropz out long. You want to finish A now. There's one player marooned at CSGO.
Oh, he's in a lot of trouble here, Chad, with the Molotovs being deployed as well. He has to fight in the flames. Can he get a double kill before it goes down?
5.
They don't.
Oh, there's no time.
No, he can't do it.
This is it. k1to just has to stay alive. There's so many rounds in this game and finish to the clock.
I like the idea from Twistzz, like accepting the round was over and trying to jump down, find the rotating CT, maybe it's towards spawn or outside B. That's all he could do. Unfortunate for FaZe, a valiant attempt there, but CSGO just finding that one kill was enough. It delayed them by that 1 second.
Do you think that unforced error there with Brokey missing the smoke key component to cost in this round?
I think so. You could see they were surprised where the first player lucky to even survive the encounter, and then Brokey goes down himself, I suppose, trying to make up for the mistake, get the kill back, but he offers himself up there, and it's just a frustrating way to end the round. You're running out of time, you're making mistakes. Those mistakes can't happen in these sort of situations.
I think if you were going to lose a round, however, that would probably be one of the worst situations for Big to find themselves in here, right? With just one, Big finding himself winning a round and just have one player staying alive where the loss bonus is at. If they didn't save, multiple players with orbs, it's just k1to with one rifle. So they traditionally, as we've seen, put themselves in these positions where they will just limp in with pistols. They're not going to go for a hungry force buy behind it. That's likely going to be the 14th here for FaZe.
And the first round for Big on their CT campaign. Can they find anything more? After winning the previous round, Chad, look at the buy.
Yeah, exactly, right? So
they haven't even committed to it.
Yeah, they've done this before. I've seen this as a bit of a big special. And, well, k1to, he's being special right now. 3 kills up mid. They don't need to invest.
Apparently not, but ropz is still alive and hot to trot. He'll be getting himself a kill towards k1to. Yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense.
They've done this before. It's perplexing then, it's perplexing now.
I've never made that call in my life.
They should stick the landing. Like, surely they stick the landing here. This fight towards lower. tabseN seals the deal. FaZe from behind with the deagle. ropz is still alive, Henry.
He is indeed, and he has 1 minute remaining, but the bomb is down towards lower, and it's being patrolled by 2 players right now. tabseN with the AWP, Crimbo there with the deagle. Presumably be able to recover a rifle.
He'll be here very quick, right? Because he threw that flash over B, and now he's rerouted immediately.
True.
I don't know if the penny's going to drop here. ropz might have both back turned.
So he drops down from spawn here.
They're not looking. Oh, are they going to consider it? They're still not looking. They're still not looking.
Freebie here.
Spotted at least one. Sure, the tap from ropz is massive. It's a 1-on-1 now. Still plenty of time for this. tabseN's picked up that AWP. He's spotted. ropz knows exactly where he is. Trying to chase him down with the HE. tabseN just running. He's given ropz an opportunity to pick up the bomb here.
Yeah, he absolutely has, but he tucks himself in towards B. ropz presumably knows that, can grab the bomb, jump up towards these short boxes. Has he got time? Oh my goodness, it comes down to this. I think he wins the round. It falls on its arse. tabseN He can't hit the shot. ropz with the mind games there. The round-the-world play, Chad. You called it. The flashbang coming out towards B. He gets in T-spawn, catches him with that spectacular shot with the AK-47, and outplays Tabson. That's an amazing play.
ropz has really come alive on this T half, right?
Yeah.
He was not doing the greatest on the scoreboard, let's be honest, but he's come alive. His impact on this T half has been phenomenal on the lurks, on the clutches now. He's won multiple clutches here on this T side, and this is a very ballsy way. That's the FaZe way to get it done. And tabz is going to be very frustrated that the fight's just been taken. But remember...
Oh, wow, he is really fired up.
Yeah, I missed that. He...
Dude.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah, he's frustrated. He knows that was well within his wheelhouse to hit that shot. It eludes him, and back in towards B we go. A pop play with the flashbangs. Who will open up the fragging here? Carrigan leaps himself up to the opening box, and he's got a player a car to find. Oh. It's going to be Keto finding one. An equal trade for now will not do. Faven will have to do a bit more, but he snuck through. They have no idea of his position. Surely they'll hear the bullets, and he gets a double. This is looking very good. Big needed this round more than ever, and they've secured it. Bomb goes down. Twistzz, nowhere to be seen. He's still in the tunnels.
This would be some clutch. A 1-on-4 situation for Twistzz, just being smoked off now. Doesn't need to force the issue, has a lot of time to work with. Big. They responded quickly to this. The scramble to defend this B bomb site. It's the barrage utility to help facilitate some of those pushes. Good play from Faven here, and well, it's not too late to course correct this half. He's going to try and do some damage, as you would imagine here. The magic number, if Twistzz can get 2 more kills, force Big into a situation they don't have a lot of money to work with. They will get the win bonus, sure, but we've already seen how they operate.
And I don't mind those sort of pounce maneuvers from FaZe Clan. Sure, it's a close game, but you've got a nice lead here. Your money's pretty decent. Go for a B execution. See if you can trade out those kills. It doesn't go in their favor. It was a really nice play from Faven, sneaking through the double doors, getting himself the car, a position they've already cleared and called as clear. He managed to get that huge double kill and just bring the round back in their favor.
Yeah, record-breaking response time there. Now, that's a question because we know who's getting this kill. It's going to be Twistzz. Of course it is. tabz, that frustration. Definitely going to be starting to mount now. He's checked here? Are you serious?
I can't believe he checked it either.
Well, that one is a little rough. Twistzz is trying to show us a little bit of a trick. He was trying to see if he could find that jump up onto the box.
Have you ever tried to nail that one? I gave it a go for an afternoon once and gave up.
It's too particular for me. Once they're coming down to like defined pixels, I think I'll be giving that one a miss. Well, this was great. The flashes, that's what I'm loving here. Just the consistent barrage of flashes on the rotation. But think about how this can play into future rounds. FaZe can fake that.
Yep.
Big just rotated immediately. They had to send everybody hightailing over there.
Wow.
Last timeout called, last conversation.
They need it as well.
They can force.
They're getting frustrated. They're looking agitated. tabz especially. He needs to hold his head high. Sure, there's been disappointing rounds and mistakes made, but you're still in the map. It's your pick. Have to deliver. Can't afford to lose this one. Dust2 has to go in their favor for them to stand a chance. And we'll get into round number 26. Double orb setup. Some buy on either side here.
If they win this round big, it's going to crush the economy of FaZe. This can be a huge round. That's a massive tag. Faven low. So big. I know they're starting a little bit hamstrung here with that tag, but if they can convert this one, there's a real chance to bring this back.
Make sure this one lands, Brokey. There we go.
Looks good. The practice in. That's a hole in one.
Wow. An A split of sorts looking likely. We'll see what kind of response come in for the CTs here. It's Sirison towards Shaw, the AWP. He'll be challenging Rain once again, but taking a bit of damage there. Rain will be down to 67 and waits patiently at the corner now. Smoke will be deployed from long double doors. Very nice.
He's definitely spotted him here. Yeah, Rain caught a glimpse of Sirison. Carrigan now activating out long and almost on the jump. Crimbo is in hot water. Real trouble now. 2 mollies. And it's ropz again, the active lurks. This has been the difference. ropz has been getting stuck in. As soon as the space is created, ropz is taking it. And Big, I said if they could win this round, there's a chance they can bring it back, but this is not looking good.
It's not looking good at all. I think that's a fair assessment. 2 players remain, 5 on 2, and just tightening the screws here. We will see FaZe Clan making their way towards A. Damage inflicted. tabz can do nothing about it. And Faven will be the last survivor here.
They should hunt him. They should definitely hunt him.
Yeah.
In fact, ropz already has lower dart control. They know he has to be over towards this B site. He's just sitting here like a plum towards the back of plat. If Twistzz is one of these hunting members, unfortunately, he's over towards long for now. T-spawn. He could have got a HE into exactly that position.
They almost have 100% got him because they've still got, what, 20 seconds left on the bomb.
He's done.
Rain towards the window. As soon as he does kill ropz,
he's dead.
Oh, he's dead now already. Yeah, you're right. He can extinguish it at least.
Yeah, well,
that's about it.
he gave it a go.
He did. He definitely did. 15 to 11.
Had the rock to the scissors, but they also had paper. So
They had it all.
yeah, they had too many in their arsenal right there.
Well, their Arsenal not looking too great going into potentially the last round here on the map pick of Big. They'll be equipped with MP9s, FAMAS's, Scouts, and they've managed to have some impressive rounds with pistols, not necessarily converting them, but really a flurry of frags coming in that previous long take, but it's not looking good. FaZe Clan really turned up to the second half. We've only seen 2 rounds from Big, and that's about it. There was a 7-round win streak to kick things off here.
Well, ropz announced his presence up towards the upper tunnels with a shot early. Here comes some aggression, some heads-up play. They will catch Twistzz out of position. 24 kills will be stalled here. So an opener they must convert to keep things alive on Dust2. Boost now, so staying agile with this setup. He's going to lop the head. Carrigan straight to the doors, doesn't clear his corners. Trying to be reactive, and finally Big putting up a bit of a fight, but still hamstrung in the weapon department.
You can't blame Carrigan for that. He's so good at finding those sort of gaps and reacting to those sort of plays. Sure, it doesn't work out, but had he got through and got a kill in CT spawn, everyone would be loving it. So that's the kind of plays he makes. Doesn't work out for them. They've still got 4 rounds here. They can still win this one, of course. It's a 4 versus 3, just lost the advantage at this stage.
An educated guess, right? A stack short. Are you expecting another one doors? Well, apparently you should be. ropz ahead of the flames. Does get the necessary kill to at least buy some space. And Brokey on the box will get another kill. This one looking done. Just Sirison with the scout. The upgrade, he picks it up. He gets the kill. It's a one-on-one against Brokey.
Well, he'll have the information that Sirison is very low, but he's got the AK-47 up against his orb. He still has a fighting chance here. HP not so much of a factor, but Brokey has got the pistol out for now. Which way does this one go? Flashbangs DC's got the Desert Eagle. 1 bullet would do it. Can he connect? Oh, can he ever? A beautiful headshot there and a great performance from FaZe in his second half. They were looking slow and rigid, Chad, to kick things off in the first.
Yeah, we had that aggression coming out that was countered by Big's game plan. It looked so good for a big pickup here on Dust2, but the second half happened. Carrigan and the boys have got their act together here on Dust2, and frustrations going into the break for poor Big here. Their life is now a little bit out of their hands.